my name's Emma and I'm a huge book nerd.
You're my library, always open for business, but you never show it. You're just sitting with it, but I know the score and you're kidding.
This is gonna be a fun video. You're gonna enjoy this. Woohoo! Guess what? It's October!
No, it's not. It's September. I'm lying to you. I'm just filming this video early.
First of all, in my hands here, just eating some chewy mini sweet tart things. Those are really good, and I have a sugar addiction. Just thought I would share that with the world so that I do not suffer of sugar addiction alone. Delish. Since I got up all close and personal with the camera, some of you might be wondering what's on my lips because it's a dark color. And really, I'm just saying this because I wanted to talk about this lip product because I'm a little confused by it. It's the Burt's Bees lipstick, and this is in the color Orchid Ocean. So here's my thing. So I like the color, and I really liked this when I first bought it. It like went on really smooth, and now there's like this weird thing happening where the top of it's like getting all grainy and like there's this weird like bumpy texture happening, and I don't know what it is, and it like weirds me out. The first time it happened, I like scraped off the top and then it was fine again, and now it did it again, and I'm just confused. So if anyone knows what's up with that, let me know, because other than that, I like this lipstick and I think it's fun. Into the actual video, today I'm going to be showing you my October TBR, so all the books that I plan to read in the month of October, which is why I'm wearing this lovely fluffy sweater, because it's cozy and wonderful and I love it. So up until this point, I've been doing a Goodreads Cleanout kind of thing, starting at the end of my Goodreads list from like a long time ago and like reading books that have been on my list for a year or more basically. And I'm like pretty well caught up. There are still some that I like cannot find, like the memory box. I can't find it at any libraries, and I haven't had any luck with it at thrift shops. And I found it online, but it's still like 10 bucks, and like I have no idea if I'm gonna like it, so I don't really want to buy it. Point is, I'm letting some of the books on my Goodreads sit for a little bit because I have a lot of other books that I'm excited about reading, so I'm just gonna kind of let the Goodreads Cleanout take a back burner for a little while, because I can do that. And we're gonna go into some other reasons why I'm reading books. A bunch of the books that I picked for this month I'm reading because they're like thrillers and very appropriate for October. Some of the other books I'm reading this month I am reading because there's a movie coming out. I will tell you about that one. There's one for my book club, and there are two on here that are still part of my Goodreads Cleanout series, but I'm straying away from it a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and start with the two thrillers that I have on my list. First is Pet Sematary by Stephen King. This I found at a Goodwill a while ago, and it's just been sitting on my TBR pile because I was doing my Goodreads Cleanout thing, and I haven't gotten to this yet. And like now with the hype of It happening, like It the movie, I've really been craving Stephen King again, and I've already read It, and it's like not the kind of book that I'm just gonna reread. It's too soon for a read of It, so I'm gonna try a different one. And I feel like this one for some reason just feels very appropriate for Halloween for me, because like cemetery and like pretty sure things rise from the dead in this. I've heard that this is very scary, which I'm all about for October. I think that'll be really fun. So yeah, let me know if you've read this, let me know what you thought about it, because I'm curious. The next thriller on my list for fall, Cat, get off of my... The cat keeps going on my desk and knocking things down. Like he knocks everything off of my desk. So I've had to like close him out of my room when I leave, because I'll come home and my desk will be destroyed. I'm getting really annoyed at him, so hold on. Kate, comeness, down. Calmness, down. Calmness. Ooh. The next thriller that I'm reading for fall is American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis. And this book is about a serial killer in America. And that's about all I know about it. I've heard that it's very scary and really intense. So I'm a little bit nervous about this, but it's also like I've never had a problem with like a book before. Like the only book that ever like got to me in a way where I had to like set it down and step aside was 1984, actually. That book made me physically nauseous and I had to like stop. Ugh. Apparently there's a play adaptation of 1984 now, and I cannot even imagine. That would just be like, oh, the most immersive. No, I would like love to see it, but at the same time, I feel like I couldn't do it. If the book made me nauseous, I cannot imagine what the play would do. Anyways, so I'm excited to read this. It's a classic, and I talked about it in my banned books video because it was banned for a while. It's a classic, so I feel like I have to read it in October. Tis only right. The next book on my TBR for October is a book that I got in my Capsule Books box, which is still hanging out up on my shelf. I already read one of the books in the box, and that was The Briefcase. See my last video if you want to know what I thought about that, because it was good. Kitty, you shake my camera, I kill you. Anyways, this book is the second book that I'm most interested in the box, and it is A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki. And I want to read this month because I am a rep for Capsule Books, so I actually want to be able to talk about the books in my box and recommend them to people if I enjoy them, which I did really enjoy The Briefcase, so this is the one that intrigues me like the second most. This is about two women, I believe, in the aftermath of Japan's 2011 tsunami. And this just sounds really interesting to me. And I love that this box that I got the Mono no Aware box. I love that the 3 books in this box are all Japanese literature because I don't think I've ever read any Japanese literature before. And it's just really interesting. And I feel like I am a more well-rounded reader for having begun to delve into these. So I'm really excited for this one. And I really love the cover. I just think it's really beautiful. I like all the colors. The blue and the yellow together is really pleasing to me. And it's just a nice book. Oh, I'm excited. I'm very excited for this one. Okay, I'm gonna put it down now. The next 2 books on my TBR are part of my Goodreads Cleanout that I'm continuing. And I just picked these 2 books because they were the next 2 that I had access to. But I do think they're pretty good for fall. First one is Landline by Rainbow Rowell, and a friend of mine actually gave me this book, so thank you so much, Ben. I cannot wait to read this. I've already read the first couple chapters, and so far it's like set around Christmas, which like makes me kind of want to wait to read this, but I'm also excited, and it's part of my Goodreads Cleanout. So this might be a book that I put off. It might be like the last one I read in October, so that like if I don't get to it, I'm okay with pushing it off because it seems a little more wintry to me. I'm not sure though. We shall see on this one, but I am very excited to read this. If you don't know, this is about a woman who has a magic telephone that allows her to speak with the past. And I just think that's like really interesting. I don't really know how that works yet, and I don't really want to know until I'm actually reading it and immersed in the story. So I will totally let you know what I think of that when I figure it out. But there you go. Also, I love Rainbow Rowell, and I've read almost all of her books. I have not read Carry On, and I have not read Landline. I think I've read all of her other books. Wow. I'm impressed with myself. Anywho, very excited about this one. The next book that's part of my Goodreads Cleanout is one that I think is going to be fantastic for fall, and that is The House of the Scorpion by Nancy Farmer. And obviously this has been on my Goodreads for a long time, and I put it on there because I've heard that this is like one of the best YA dystopian novels ever, and I love dystopian, and I also think that dystopian is perfect for fall. All I really know about this book is it's about people who are not born. It's like science fiction and dystopian about a world in which people are no longer naturally born. They're like incubated, basically, I think. And that's all I know about this. So I will have to get back to you on how that actually works out. It sounds very creepy. It could either be really great or it could be really problematic and weird. So we shall see. I'll let you know. And some of you may know that I have now started my own book club, both here where I live, and I'm doing a version of it on Goodreads as well, so that those of you who don't actually live near me and that are my internet friends can also participate, and we can speak about the book on Goodreads. So the idea behind the book club is that I'm going to choose a book for every season that I have already read and loved and want to reread and talk about with other people. So for fall, I chose Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. So I will be reading this not entirely in October, it'll be October and November. I'm going through this pretty slowly. I'm thinking if people are reading it quickly, then we might amp up the number of pages we read per week, and then we might end up finishing it in October, but I don't know. I'm gonna leave that up to other people. If you're interested in joining the book club, in this first week of October, we will be reading through page 32 up until the page that looks like this, A Midsummer Night's Dream. And then we will talk about it starting next Saturday. Wow, I just realized this video is going up on Wednesday, not today. So we will already be halfway through the week if you're seeing this video, but please feel free to hop in. It's only 32 pages. You can read it before the weekend. I think we'll be starting our discussion on Saturday, but I don't know, I'll let you know on the Goodreads page. I'll put the link to the Goodreads group down in the description so you can join it if you're interested. The next book that is on my October TBR, I don't actually have a physical copy of yet, but I have ordered it from the Book Depository. But those of you who have ordered from Book Depository know that the books take a while to get here, so I'm still waiting on it, but hopefully it will arrive soon. And that is The Mountain Between Us by Charles Martin. And I chose this book for this month because the movie is coming out in October. I think it's coming out like early October, which I'm like, I don't have the book yet, but that's fine. I have heard that this is good. It has really good ratings on Goodreads, which is why I went ahead and bought it, because I was like, well, it's really good. The premise is that there's a man and a woman who are at an airport and they're desperately trying to get home. She's trying to get home to her fiance, and I don't know where he's going. But they both are trying to get home, and there's a snowstorm, so they can't get on a big flight, but they get on a small plane, and then the plane crashes. That's the descriptions that I found, and I don't want to know any more than that. I think that sounds really interesting. It sounds exciting. It sounds wintry, I think, but it'll be really good for October as well. If the book is really good, then I'm excited to see the movie as well. So then just a quick little addition. I will be receiving some ARCs this month. I think so, fingers crossed, hopefully that all comes through. But I plan to be receiving some ARCs, in which case I will be reading those in October as well, which is why some of these on my physical TBR might get pushed a little bit, because I want to be a good ARC reader and write good reviews so I can do it again, because it's exciting and makes me feel like a professional book reader, which is lame, but that's okay. So those are all the books that I plan to read in October. I hope that you are excited about some of them, because I'm excited about a lot of them. And if you've read them, let me know what you think, especially if you liked them, because I want to get even more excited about them, because I like being excited. Being excited is fun, woo! So please like and subscribe and comment down below, and come back later in the week for another video. Bye!